Just as the ship was about to crash into the shore, people realized they had to run. Luckily, the ship got stuck in the sand and came to a halt. People barely escaped the accident and began running in panic. Later, while leaving the beach, the main character, Clay, spoke with a police officer and learned that several ships had recently ended up stranded on the shore in a similar way. The official reason given was a malfunction in the navigation system. After the incident, Clay and his family decided to return to their rented villa to relax. But on the way, they suddenly ran into a massive traffic jam. Clay's wife, Julia, immediately stepped out of the car to see what was going on. She was shocked by what she saw. This was no ordinary traffic jam. Countless Tesla cars had crashed into each other and were piled up. The strangest part was that there was no driver in any of the cars. When Julia noticed the autopilot symbols on the vehicles, she understood how serious the situation was. Suddenly, another driverless Tesla came speeding toward them. Realizing the danger, Julia quickly jumped back into the car and prepared to move. Fortunately, she turned the car just in time and avoided the collision, but the road ahead was completely blocked. They had no choice but to turn back, only to find more Teslas heading toward them from behind. To survive, Julia gripped the steering wheel tightly and did everything she could to avoid crashing. Somehow, she managed to escape what felt like certain death, but they had no idea that the real disaster was yet to come. Finally, when the family reached the villa, Julia immediately opened her laptop to check what was happening outside. But to her surprise, the internet in the house had suddenly stopped working. There was no signal on their phones either. This meant they were completely cut off from the outside world. At first, they thought it was just a network issue that would be fixed soon. But even by nightfall, the internet didn't come back. The next day, bored, Clay and his wife sat in the living room, drinking and playing with game blocks. Just as Julia was about to refill her glass, she suddenly heard the sound of cars coming from outside the villa.